Hello everyone, this is Omni. As I had promised, I'm going to do a bit of a comparison in regards to the Cu-Poche Little Red Riding Hood, which is part of the Cu-Poche Friends line, released in 2017, so a little dated. And the recently, I think this may have actually been reissued, but the recently released Nendoroid doll, Little Red Riding Hood Rose. First things first, the height, which is very interesting because Nendoroid are shorter than Cu-Poches, but the Nendoroid doll is taller, which I didn't realize. I thought actually they were the same height until I was like looking at them and I'm like, that's not, what the hell? So if you like the more proportionate character, then the Nendoroid doll is great. But Cu-Poche, there's something to be said about it keeping in scale almost with Nendoroid and just being poseable. The clothes are quite interesting. Of course, again, this is 2017, so they've gotten a little bit better with Cu-Poche. But the clothes are kind of... they're very thin. Like with this, there's double stitching... not double stitching. There's stitching across the hood. Here and here, like you can see, here, let me see if I can get it on camera. Oh gosh. Get it on camera. But there's stitching here, and then there's stitching on the bottom. It's a little more put together. Like you can see that there's layers, on the dress too. So, clothing wise, the Nendoroid dolls have a little bit more care. The one thing, though, in regards to clothes, though, that I like that the Cu-Poche has... Cu-Poche has... let me take it off the base. Yeah. Cu-Poche has underclothing, and I said this in the review of the Cu-Poche, but they have underclothing. So there is a little bit of a elevation so that the clothes... because if I leave this Nendoroid doll like this, for most of the day... or all day, for multiple days, maybe a month or so, there's going to be rubbing. There's actually, there was actually a warning if you saw the Nendoroid doll review. There was actually a warning that the color staining is natural, or not natural, is something that occurs, and they don't do any repairs or return of the item because it's stained. That's just your thing. I'm gonna say that the face painting is pretty good on both. The Cu-Poches have gotten really good too, of course, because they've done a little bit more. I don't like the hood for the Cu-Poche, by the way. This is very difficult to put on. The Nendoroid doll clothes are updated. In regards to the clothes, they are either Velcro or they're tabs. So that is plus for the Nendoroid doll. The issue that I have with the Nendoroid dolls, for the most part, some of them don't come with any accessories. So it's a little strange. But the Cu-Poche figures always come with accessories. And a good number, depending on what you're getting. If you get the frame arm girls, it's usually just the weapons. But for the Little Red Riding Hood, you came with baguettes. A wine bottle, it comes with quite a bit of accessories, and I wish that the Cu-Poche would come with accessories. It does not. Or not Cu-Poche, so the Nendoroid dolls, they don't really come with too much accessories. Looking through the listings, they just don't do that. The interesting thing I found with the joints, as I was messing around with the figures, the Nendoroid doll joints are actually... They're not round joints, like the normal Nendoroid cousins, whatever you want to call it. They're a single joint, which is interesting. Which makes it mean that you can't get this hand to touch the mouth, whereas the Cu-Poche does use round joints, which is very interesting, which allows you to do like the shouting move, because it can touch the mouth. So that's really interesting that they did not want to go with round joints on the main joints, because there's no round joints on the leg and the arms, but the shoulders and the legs, of course, are ball jointed. So that's very interesting. That they decided to do that. Honestly, though, they're both really good, and I think Cu-Poche and Nendoroid dolls can exist separately, just like Cu-Poche and Nendoroid exist separately. But if you want something that's a little more playable, I would say, in a way, probably the Cu-Poche. Nendoroid dolls, like I said, because they have the single joints on the arms, you can't do a lot of poses. But you can do quite a bit of poses. And the Nendoroid doll has one other advantage, of course, and that is being a Nendoroid doll, which means it's Nendoroid series, which means it is compatible with Nendoroid faceplates and other accessories. So if you have a Nendoroid collection, great. If you don't have a Nendoroid collection, and this is your first foray, you might be a little bit limited than if you would have got the Cu-Poche. So, like I said, I was going to do this comparison video, and I hope this kind of opened your eyes on how different lines are. If I ever get, like, I will do something similar to this, so if I ever get, like, a SH Figure Arts and a Figma that are the same. I don't think that'll happen, though. I might be doing it with some of the Marvel Legends, but again, I don't know if that'll happen. But I'll try to do more comparison videos. Hopefully I'll get better at them, and hopefully it'll help you more, and it'll give you more information. Anyway, folks, that is all for tonight. So, going to leave you off with this. You are worthy. You are loved. You can do wonderful things. Keep your star shining, and we'll always be looking for you in the night sky. Going off air.